This is a word for somebody. It's a life commission that God has sent me to give to you. It's a mandate, because maybe you are floundering, maybe your faith is shaking, maybe you have looked into your life and you don't understand why you are going through the things that you are going through. You have sunk so low that you have to look up just to see the bottom. That is the person for whom I have come this morning, for you to understand that God is about to open some unusual doors, some things that don't make sense. God gave us a word, and the word is still going on. I said yesterday to our pastors when I had a meeting with them that, listen, the fact that God declared 2019 the year of the unusual doesn't mean that by 31st that the doors are closed. Because for somebody, your ministry, your life, your marriage, your career, your something, your unusual will overlap into another time, because God doesn't stop when the calendar stops. God doesn't shut up when we shut up. Whatever he says rambles through eternity. Is somebody hearing me? The Bible says that the word of the Lord is powerful. The word of the Lord is strong. The word of the Lord splits the cedars of Lebanon. The word of the Lord is alive and sharper than any two-edged sword. It pierces to the dividing asunder of the soul and the spirit. Hear me, ladies and gentlemen. We are still in the year of the unusual, and God has sent me to you that there are some unusual doors that are about to be opened for you. The final days of this year are loaded with unusual doors, because that is God's speciality. God is not an ordinary God. God is an unusual God. He does things that do not make sense. That is why I present you that you and I know that 90-year-old women don't have children, and yet when God wanted to do something unusual, he invaded the womb of a woman called Sarah, and out of that God brought a man called Isaac, and Isaac means laughter. You have seen a lot of barrenness from January all the way now, but there is something that is coming your way, a door that is about to open, and your Isaac shall bring you laughter. For when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like those that dream. Your mouth will be filled with laughter, your tongue will be filled with singing, and there shall be people in the spectating columns who acknowledge that the Lord has done great things for you, whereof you are glad. You and I know, ladies and gentlemen, that rivers don't open for people to walk through, but when God wanted to give his children access into their promised land, the Red Sea had to open, and it became a freeway for the children of Israel. You and I know that walls don't fall down when people scream at walls, but for God's people to enter into their promised land, the walls of Jericho came down when the people of God screamed. You and I know that birds don't feed people. In fact, people feed birds. But for the prophet of God to be fed in the midst of famine, God had to cause some bird to act out of character and feed the prophet. Let me tell somebody that somebody is going to act out of character in order to bless you. I know they don't like you, but they will bless you. I know they can't stand you, but they will sign that letter for you. I know they hate you to your guts, but yet something will compel them to do something for you, because we are in the season of the unusual. When we talk about unusual, it means something that does not make sense. Let it be said about you, ladies and gentlemen, that we don't know what you do, we don't know the kind of job you do, but somehow your prosperity worries us. May God so exalt and bless you that people will think you are selling something illegal, because your enemies cannot explain you away. If they are able to explain you, then you are too ordinary. But in this atmosphere that you are in, and for somebody watching me, you are too late. You cannot be ordinary anymore. You are like Moses. The Bible says that by faith, the parents of Moses, they saw him and they realized that this is not an ordinary child. Let me speak to you from the portals of glory that you are not an ordinary daughter, you are not an ordinary son. You may look like everybody else, but you are different, because something rests on top of you, and there's a spirit in you, the breath of the Almighty, that gives you understanding. You will defy the ability of anybody to explain away. They saw you when you were going through the things that you were going through, but you are coming out and they cannot understand. I'm feeling it.